Hello, this is checkpoint 3.16 from section 3.3. They want us to find the derivative of this function j of x is equal to 2 times x to the fifth times, in parentheses, 4x squared plus x. And they want us to use a product rule. So the product rule is given by this derivative of the first times the second plus the first times the derivative of the second, or in whatever way you have memorized it or plan to memorize it. Okay, so j prime, j is the name of our function, is going to be, so now we're going to take the derivative of 2x to the fifth. Actually, it might be worth it to write down the function first. So without the derivative here, rewriting the original function, we're going to get 2x to the fifth, parentheses, 4x squared plus x. All right, so we'll dub these, or label these as f of x and g of x. So we could do this on the side, or you can do it as you're working it out, but just for the sake of kind of when we're first learning the product rule, let's get the pieces together. So let us find f of x, or f prime of x. We have f of x here. So f prime of x for us will be the derivative of f of x, which is going to be 2 times 5, that's 10, times x to the subtract 1 from 5, that's a 4. So f prime is going to be 10 times x to the fourth. Now g prime of x will be the derivative of this expression, and this is a 4, and then there's x squared, so the 2 will come down and get multiplied with a 4, so that's an 8x to the first power, plus the derivative of x is just 1. So this is your, these are your other derivatives. So now we just piece it together based on this, this formula, this power rule. So j prime of x is equal to, according to how I wrote my formula, it's the derivative of the first, which is going to be 10x to the fourth, times the second function, g of x, which is going to be 4x squared plus x, plus the original f of x function, that's 2x to the fifth, times the derivative of g, which is we found to be 8x plus 1. Okay, in general, you can leave it like this. If I was grading a bunch of papers and I'm asking you to use the product rule, I would leave it like this because it would be easier for me to grade. But sometimes the book or the computer programs want it simplified, so we can go ahead and simplify this. Easy enough. This is going to be 10 times 4 is 40. X to the, we add the powers, that's going to be 6. That's this distribution will happen in the first, and in the second one, 10 x to the fourth times x is x to the fifth, plus now we have 2 times 8 is 16. X to the fifth times x is x to the sixth, and then just the 2x to the fifth. Looks like we got some like terms that we can combine, and so we can finally get 40 plus 16 is 56, x to the sixth, and then 10 plus 2 is 12, x to the fifth. All right, so that's it. Again, I would be happy with your answer written out in kind of non-simplified form, but it sees the pieces of your product rule. Okay, I hope that helps.